Welcome to PositivePower21.org. You are listening to My Power, My Force, My Strength. This is the Voice of Jerry Roye featuring the Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston at www.greatday.com. Sponsored for today's show are the Purple Rose Empowerment with Valerie Harik, the Rock News Magazine, and Heritage Tours of Cambridge, Maryland. A child needs your presence more than your presence by Jesse Jackson. The Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston. Begin with you. People respond to positive treatment in a positive way, and they respond to negative treatment negatively. So how are people responding to you? Those whom you treat with respect will naturally come to respect you. Those you treat with scorn and disdain will probably not be very cooperative. If you wish to be understood, then sincerely seek to understand. If you wish to be loved by others, then give your love to them. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, it is not the mirror that must be changed. It is you. In very much the same way, the world experience on the outside is a reflection of you or on the inside. If that world is ever to move forward, it must begin with you. By Ralph Marston. If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. By Buddha. The Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston. Feeling the progress. If you merely wish for more, what you get the most of is frustration. Yet, when you make use of what you have, what you get is real accomplishment. When you complain about your situation in life, what you get is a lot of destructive, depressing anger and resentment. When you use your situation as a platform from which to move forward, what you'll get is what life you choose. What you have does not matter nearly as much as what you decide to do with it. Where you are now is trivial when compared to the direction in which you are moving. And you can move yourself in a positive, fulfilling direction no matter where you happen to be. You can create the life of your dreams no matter how much or how little you have in which to begin. All the money in the world cannot equal the value of which being alive, aware, and able to take action. That's exactly what you have in this very moment. And it's a treasure beyond compare. Take the magnificent opportunity that it is this day and point it silently, decisively in the direction of your dreams. Before the day is over, you'll already be feeling the progress. By Ralph Marston. To be aware of a single shortcoming in oneself is more useful than be aware of 1,000 in someone else. By the Dalai Lama. The Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston. Happy, confident expectation. The good things in life do not create happiness. The good things in life arise from happiness. If you wish to be happy, then be happy. It really is as simple as that. There's no need to wait until you acquire this or achieve that. If you constantly place conditions on happiness, you'll prevent yourself from experiencing it. Go ahead and be happy now, today, this very moment. Be happy for no reason at all, and you'll find that you'll be more effective, more productive, more creative, and more fulfilled. Indeed, happiness is a powerful state of mind that's available to you when you allow it to be. The best reason to be happy is because you can. Being genuinely happy is a powerful way to express your confidence and your expectation that positive things will happen. And when you confidently expect the best, that's precisely what you get. By Ralph Marston. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. By Toy Story. The Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston. Happy for no reason. Be happy to give of yourself, and you'll be happy. Be happy to make the effort, and you'll be happy. Be happy about working through the challenges, and you'll be happy. Be happy for the opportunity to transform problems into achievements, and you'll be happy. Happiness does not come when you try to obtain it. Happiness is a quality that you can choose to add to any experience. Happiness does not come from arranging your circumstances in a certain way. Rather, Happiness is a very powerful, effective, and delightful way to relate to any set of circumstances. Be happy to be living at this moment. And not only will you be happy, you'll also be creative, effective, and purposefully focused. Choose to add your own happiness to the ups and downs and ins and outs of life. Be happy for no reason and for every reason and experience life at its best. By Ralph Marston. The reward of a thing well done is to have done it. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston. How great it feels. This is a day to get things done. Make a list and get it started, checking off the items as you complete them. The most effective power you can have is power over your own actions. Instead of hoping or plotting to gain power over others, make use of the power you already have over yourself. Identify a difficult situation and get to work untangling it. Choose a compelling possibility and make progress towards bringing it to life. This is a dynamic movement that responds to your input. Put thoughtful, positive effort into it, and you'll get valuable, meaningful rewards out of it. Leave it to others to do complaining, blaming, fretting, and worrying. Focus your efforts on positive pursuits that will make a real difference. The best way you can spend this day is getting something accomplished. Get positive, get busy, and truly enjoy how great it feels. By Ralph Marston. It is not love of self, but hatred of self, which is at the root of the troubles that afflict our world. By Eric Huffer. The Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston. Learn to love. Learn to love challenge, and you'll fill your life with accomplishments. Learn to love effort, and your skills will grow more valuable each passing day. Learn to love making a difference, and doors will quickly open for you wherever you go. Learn to love giving freely of yourself, and you'll receive more fulfillment than you ever could imagine. Learn to love being the authentic person you are, and everything you do will be infused with integrity. Learn to love whatever work you're doing, and that work will bring abundant rewards. Learn to love beauty for beauty's sake, and you'll discover the wealth of it in places no one else would even think to look. Learn to love unconditionally, and there will be no limit to what your love can accomplish. Learn to love life just because it is, and each day will be a grand new adventure. Learn to love the moment you're in, and you'll find richness in every direction. Learn to love the possibilities, and you'll make your way to whatever you seek. Learn to love no matter what, and you'll discover what a miracle you truly are. By Ralph Marston. Nature is a mutable cloud which is always and never the same. By Ralph Waldo Emerson. The Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston. Strength of kindness. What is one of the surest signs of strength? It is kindness. It shows real confidence and self-assurance to be kind. Kindness comes from strength, and kindness spreads that strength to others. Kindness say things that words alone could never convey. Actions taken in kindness produce more powerful results more quickly than would otherwise be the case. The genuine strength that kindness carries is difficult to deny. If you are tempted to be unkind, remember that by taking such an approach, you are choosing an uphill battle. All that extra effort to avoid kindness will ultimately gain you nothing. Choose instead to act with true kindness and add the undeniable positive power of kindness to every effort. By Ralph Marston. Inch by Inch is a Cinch. By Robert H. Schuller. The Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston. Uncertainty. The past is safe and certain, and yet is gone. The future is filled with endless uncertainty, and yet is also filled with limitless possibilities. Something will happen today that you didn't expect. It might be uncomfortable, it might be inconvenient, and it might even disrupt your life in a big way. And yet, how terribly bland and unbearably tenacious life would be even nothing unexpected ever happened. To uncertainty is a bit frightening. It also brings much richness to life. You are designed and equipped not only to deal with life uncertainties, but to in fact transcend them. Out of a little uncertainty, you can create a lot of positive value. If you attempt to hide from uncertainty, you'll always be hiding from the best things that life has to offer. Instead, accept and embrace uncertainty and know that you can make the best of whatever comes along. Today does not come with guarantee, and because of that, you have the opportunity to make it whatever you choose. By Ralph Marston. Let me tell you the secret that has led to my goal. My strength lies solely in my tenacity. By Louis Pasteur. The Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston. Unpleasant surprises. Life sometimes unfolds in ways you never could anticipate it or imagine. Even the most carefully laid plans can be turned upside down by something totally unforeseen. When that happens, you could moan, complain, yell, scream, throw things, and dive into a fog of self-pity. But none of that would bring you anything of value. When one of life's unpleasant surprises comes along, you may be tempted to use it as an excuse for becoming depressed, despondent, and giving up. But do you really want to choose to be miserable and ineffective? Instead, realize that positive response is every bit as possible and realistic as a negative one, and a whole lot more beneficial. What events knocked you off balance? Use the occasion not as an excuse to give up, but rather as a reason to push forward and even more determination. When a ship gets blown off course to the east, a good captain will steer the vessel back to the west. In the same way, when life pushes you in a negative direction, your best response is to push back even more positively than before. When an unpleasant surprise comes along, that's a great time for you to create a surprise of your own. Surprise the world and how positive you can be. And everyone will quickly be moving forward again. By Ralph Marston. Imagination is the highest kite one can fly. By Lauren Bacall. The Daily Motivator by Ralph Marston. Today's motivation is titled Unwelcome Interruptions. You have great plans, and yet life is always getting in the way. You intensely wish to move forward, but all sorts of things seem to constantly interrupt and impede that movement. But do those unexpected, unwelcome interruptions really have to hold you back? The fact is, you don't have to let them. Sure, you must regularly deal with the urgent, pressing matters that come your way, but that doesn't mean those welcome interruptions have to take over your life. Instead of seeing those interruptions as negative, distracting influence, you can just as realistically choose to see them as positive, empowering opportunities. Just because they weren't in your plans doesn't mean they have to upset your plans. Decide that there's something positive to be found, and you'll find something positive in anything. Decide that the interruptions won't really interrupt you, but will in fact provide you with additional ways to move forward. And that's exactly what will happen. Learn to welcome, embrace, and empower yourself with the unexpected interruptions. They're always going to come, so make the choice to make them work in your favor. By Ralph Marston. Today's broadcast was powered by Royce Enterprises Incorporated. Your host, the voice of Jerry Roye. Ralph Marston says, live your dreams every day. www.greatday.com. Goodbye, everybody, and get positive.